the Deputy President of the Republic, the Chair has already acknowledged and recognized everybody present here. I want to single out just the family and say on behalf of COSATU, we stand here this afternoon to pay our respect to one of our own. We're paying our respect to the men that we have done a lot of work with as the labor movement in South Africa. We are paying our last tribute to a comrade who is an activist, a cadre and a revolutionary. We have come here to say, to pay our tributes to a life that has been lived completely. A man who we believe never had to enjoy his youth because he had to engage in the liberation struggle at the very youngest age. We don't stand here to repeat the ululations about the life because already a lot has been said in the country, and yet a lot will still be said by the speakers coming. We are coming up here to acknowledge his contribution, mostly as a liberation fighter, but also because we were doing a lot of work as the organization with the work that he was performing as the minister in the Department of Public Service and Administration. He leaves us at a time when we are busy at the critical negotiations of the public service. It's a time that is always very crucial in our country, for we all know the impact of such processes. They require depth of leadership, and we knew and we have always appreciated that given to us by the South African government in the person of Comrade Collins Chabane was a man of depth, a man who had an ear to listen to the workers as we were navigating the difficult processes of negotiations. We are aware that at the time of his passing on, we are yet to meet to do exactly that, so that South Africa and workers in particular in the public service would be waiting earnestly for a reward for what they believe is their earnest work under very, very difficult conditions in South Africa. We are here as COSATU to say thank you to Comrade Collins. He managed to pull us together and ensure that we are able to engage under very difficult circumstances. We stand here though to say his work that he was so passionate with. For instance, we are aware that he has been quite involved in the idea of providing bursaries to those public servants who happen to be in the middle. They cannot afford to take their children to universities because their salaries do not allow them to get the NSFAS as it is suggested, because they are deemed to be paid higher than others. But they still cannot be able to afford to take their children to those higher institutions. He was sharing with us the idea of how do we meet that and mitigate that challenge of the public servants in our country who cannot afford to take their children to institutions of higher learning but do not qualify to access NSFAS as it is the case in our country. We think we shall be able to take further that idea, for we believe that it is very critical. He leaves us at a time when he was busy working with the negotiators to ensure that public servants, again, who cannot access bonds or covered by the banks in our country, but also cannot access the RDP houses, needed to have a scheme. Government is leading in that particular aspect, and he was indeed quite edgy that we conclude on that type of work. I can refer to many, many things on what we have been dealing with, but we rely and we know that the leadership of our government is capable to take us forward on that task. Lastly, as we stand here and mourn the passing on of our hero, of our leader, the passing on of a liberation fighter, the passing on of a man who he himself has led and understood the plight of the workers in this country. We understand then the challenges in our country are quite huge. They are quite enormous. We want to draw lessons from the type of a man that was. That emotions and anger, whilst it is a human factor, it does not necessarily become the only ingredient in finding solutions. That talking closer to one another and engaging and being critical to one another is also a semblance or a part of a solution in finding solutions even in the worst forms of the difficulties. And we rely on his character to learn from that. He was a humble person. He respected people. He respected us as the leadership. That we shall continue using his attributes in taking forward the difficult processes of our government that he was tasked with, in ensuring that the people of our country and public servants in particular are able to take forward. They have signed the service charter because they understood that it is critical for them to serve. It is a difficult terrain, but we have committed ourselves to ensure that we can be agents of change in the time of our government, in ensuring that as we on a day-to-day basis engage with the peoples of our country for services they need, we also can effect change and the view that it is possible for public servants to deliver the services even under the very difficult circumstances. We want to say thank you to the family. We want to say thank you to the government. We want to say thank you to South Africa for having given to South Africa a man that has been capable of taking us forward. I thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you to the President.